theme of reflection today is thought power as a sacred service. I've shared this multiple times before in the audios that Swamiji says that thought is a force, and when aligned, concentrated, and charged with will, it becomes a silent mover of mountains. Your faith moves the mountains, they say. You don't always need action, sometimes you just need intention. He says, let the world scream for protests and podiums, platforms, but the wise know that transformation often starts in stillness, in silence, in sanctuary, in caves. A true sannyasi, a real yogi, he says, doesn't serve the world by becoming a public figure. Their field is consciousness. Their service is the vibration that they are emitting. We talked about how those vibrations can change the world in previous audios. You can always check them. So he says that the world will always pressure saints. Come lead us, show up, be seen. But a true saint doesn't always need a stage. Their presence alone uplifts. A glance, a breath, a wordless look sometimes. Sometimes, if they are not in their body, just a dream or just a feeling, it's enough. And the minds, they start shifting. Their thought waves, they ripple across the subtle field and they remain till eternity. They teach by being, no noise, just presence. You've heard me speak about telepathy before, and Swamiji says that when you know how to transmit a thought, you are already changing the world. A single right thought uplifts, and a wrong one starts binding. So he says that siddhis or the occult powers that unfold when you master your mind, like distant vision, clairaudience, clairvoyance, sending thoughts across planets, astral travel, teleportation. There are so many of them. I think you can find a huge list of psychic abilities on the internet. As you keep on purifying your thoughts, he says you start developing these powers. But on a personal level, I think these are just the byproducts of your practice. These should never ever be your goal. You should consider them to be a grace of your guru or God, and again, as a byproduct. Because if you get attached to them, you are halting or you're stopping your liberation. So please don't do that to yourself. Be humble about any psychic ability that you have, and that's all I have to say. I don't like to make blanket statements or assert anything. This is not an assertion, but just a friendly advice. Never chase them. It's just, I think it's just very disrespectful to your soul as well, your soul's progression and ascension as well. They bloom on their own, and of course, when the soil is ready, when your mind is ready to hold them. So use them for the world's benefit or use them for your own ascension. If you can't do that, then please don't use it at all. Anyway, we discussed about how words are spells, what a doctor says matters, and a wrong diagnosis is not just medical but an energetic harm. This is an example given by Swamiji, by the way, in the book. Say if you're a doctor and you say tuberculosis when it's just a cold, maybe to earn money, you've cursed someone with fear. That fear shapes their biology. The body obeys that belief. And imagine the kind of karma that you have garnered. So, a wise doctor uses thought power as a part of the medicine. Swamiji himself, being a doctor, by the way, he called it the forgotten limb of healing, a suggestion. Drugless, wireless, ancient. He says suggestive healing works, and we all know that. Reiki practitioners, energy workers, even loving words of a parent or your beloved, they heal not with hands but just with the thought, just with the love that they are sending our way. You are always transmitting when you're a healer, a teacher, a friend, or just maybe sitting silently in your room watching a movie. So use that power wisely. Lastly, based on this reflection and this chapter, you do not need a title to serve the world. You do not need permission to heal somebody else's wrong diagnosis for you. You do not need to be seen to be effective. When the time is ripe for you to be seen, Cosmos has beautiful ways to make that happen. Until then, please do not pressurize yourself, but you do need to take responsibility for what you transmit. Every thought counts, every word plants a seed. Your mind is not just yours, it's a part of this huge cosmic field which we all are a part of. So when you use it wisely, it becomes a sacred service. Use it well. This was a suggestion from him to you to stop proving yourself, to stop wasting your words for anyone who will not understand them, to stop trying to seek validation for your spiritual progress. You don't need that. If you want to serve the world and you don't have any kind of measure yet, any kind of conduit with which you can transmit that energy, use your thoughts, because this conduit is always active, it's always working. You are that conduit, so to speak. Good luck.